everyone, I have finished this lovely book by Dominika Stoppa, the Botanical Affirmations Colouring Book. I absolutely love this cover, it's really gorgeous, and I thought I would share with you a flip through so you can see what I've done in the book. I know the whole book isn't in frame, but actually you'll see why. As I open, you'll see the pages aren't completely full. You can, of course, colour a border around the pictures if you want to. I don't know whether actually it'd be best if I just zoom in a tad, not too much, so you can see the whole of the picture a little bit more clearly. So this is the first one. Obviously we've got a, I thought this was a grey parrot, galah or something like that. That's how I coloured it. And I really wanted these orange leaves just to stand out. It was just, I was just having fun with an interesting colour combination really. So that's my first one from the book. And as you can see, each one has a little affirmation on it. And each one also has the same frame around. So you'll see from this one, I did it quite differently, doing the frame in the stripy colour. And it might be tricky to see. I'll tilt it. You can see that I did some gold. There you can see a little bit more. So I did some gold pen for the stars and around the moon, and for the writing, just making it a little different because the owl is a snowy owl. There's only a few bits of grey on it, and I didn't colour the mountains at all because I really liked how they looked already. So I thought I'd just put a little bit more effort into the other bits of the picture. And on this side there's a key on the back of the picture. I haven't coloured those. Because it's the same on every page. Also the paper, you get a bit of ghosting from the picture behind, so it made me not inclined to colour it, but you know, you certainly can. Now this one I remember I did this one is done with Bambino crayons, and I didn't colour in this box at all. I had it standing out. I remember having a lot of fun with that one. I'm not sure if this is a tutorial. I'm trying to remember. Some of them are. A few of them are, but I don't know if this one is or not. But the crayons worked really nicely, I felt, on this paper. They look really vibrant. Excuse me, this is Amazon paper, so it's fairly thin. So I find that a more vibrant pencil, like I've done a lot of these in Arteza Experts, things like that. They really stand out. This was done with Derwent Lightfast. I really wanted to make a big wow of the hummingbird. I have a feeling I may have done this one as a tutorial. What I'll do is in the description of the video I'll put a link to each of the ones where I've done tutorials, so you can have a look, and then if there's one you spot that you like the look of, you'll be able to go and click and do that. So I wanted to reflect those colours down here as well. I had a lot of fun with that, and the fuchsia is quite muted. There aren't a big lot of pinks in my set of the Derwents, and I didn't want it to be the same colour as that, so I just toned it down with one of the sort of lighter pinks. And again, I've done these in a metallic. I just think it's fun. Now this is one I did as part of a buddy colour actually, and I decided I wanted to look like an American eagle. I don't know whether it's supposed to be an American eagle or not, but just this white bit looked like it was. I haven't coloured that bit in at all. I just left it white like the paper. And I thought I would take the beak and the feet and just put that colour through other parts of the picture. And I felt it went quite well with that background. I just had some fun with it. What I find is these are fairly small pictures. It's an A4 book. I think if you buy it in America, it might be the letter size, which is slightly different shape to A4. Because it's Amazon printed, I think that's the standard size, but because they're quite a big margin, the pictures are a little smaller, and I find them a little less daunting if I want something a little bit quicker that I know I'm going to finish quicker, but I still have a lot of fun with trying different things with them. Now this one was fun. If you whoops, I wanted to make it really sort of peaceful, relaxing, and I used glitter pen on the dragonfly wings. I don't know how easy it is to see, and then a lot of silver on the border and the stars. I just wanted it, and it says my mind is calm and peaceful, and I wanted calm and peaceful colours, and for me those colours do look calm and peaceful. I don't know if everyone's the same with that sort of thing, but that was how I felt. And I completed this one today. This paint pen got really messy. It was a Derwent pen. I haven't been able to get it to work properly for ages, and suddenly all the ink went pfft, and you can see there's a few splodgy bits, unfortunately. I like the idea of doing the yellow, but it's it looks quite messy, unfortunately. We have another snowy owl, so I didn't do a lot of colouring on the owl. I wanted it to stand out. And the border is actually the same colour blue as the sky. I just put down a heavier layer. So that was Arteza Experts 2. And I wanted the yellow to look a bit like the sun, but not so bright. I'm pretty sure this is definitely a tutorial. I'm sure I remember recording this one. So the idea of this one was to try and make the sunflower and the butterfly stand out. So the orange hopefully helps that to happen. I just had a lot of fun. The sunflower is so lovely and bright. And again, with the stars, I did them in paint pen. This is a Posca yellow, because it's a lot easier to colour your background like this really quickly and then paint over it, rather than having to try and colour around each star and then do them in yellow pencil. If you don't have the paint pen, you want to do them in pencil, do the yellow first, and then I find that makes it easier. Just for me, it might not be the same for everybody. Now this was the first one I did in this book, and I remember testing different pencils on the page to see what worked and what didn't work very well. And I ended up down here doing lots of different greens. But once I'd done the video, I came back to the page and I tried to make things look a little better, because it was a bit messy by the end of the video, because I was trying different brands and different colours, just seeing how they laid down on the paper and that sort of thing. It's quite a fun video, fun experiment, but took a lot of rescuing to get it looking almost like the holly leaves are all the same colour. They're not, but you know, almost there. And this one I've done with pencil stars in the background, but I did use some gold and silver pens for the border. See, it's quite fun. You can just try different effects, because all the borders are the same. You can just try different things. And again here, completely different. So I did this butterfly as a tutorial. I remember doing it. So I turned over 2 pages there. And I used that pale yellow for the writing here. And I did a black, this is actually pen, a black pen border, I felt it just made it look really well finished. So I sort of ignored the stripes for that one and just did something a little bit different, which was fun. I'm moving down a little. Now this was an experiment, and I wasn't too pleased with how it went, but I was experimenting just using pens on this page. So the background is a metallic blue, which I quite like, and the stars are silver glitter, which is fun. I didn't colour the birds in very much at all, because apart from their feet, which look really weird, to be honest, these dark flowers leaves are okay, but these, I'm not sure, and the branch. I'm trying to think what I used. Probably Staedtler fine liner, so I didn't have a good range of colours. So it was an experiment, and I'm not a big fan of using pens, to be honest, but I just wanted to try, and so I did. You can see how it's got major and bleed through as well. Well, maybe not major. I put a piece of paper in here so it didn't spoil this page at all. Now this one was interesting because I posted this, I think, and someone said they would have made the bird a much brighter colour because they're the focus of the picture, and I thought that was really interesting feedback. And actually, yes, I agree with them, but my reasoning for that was that I wanted the bird to stand out because everything else was bright colours, so I thought doing him grey would work. So I think maybe if you want the bird to stand out and be bright colours, then maybe you need to make everything else a little more muted. So I thought it would have got lost in the pink. So, but it was, I appreciate the feedback, it's interesting. And I did these sort of glittery stars, and I did them in blue. Why not? It's just fun. And that is the end of the book. As you can see, there's not masses of pages, but it's really satisfying finishing a book. So actually, it has taken me quite a while to do it because I haven't just done it page after page after page, but you know, it's rather nice. having a smaller book you can just get finished. And of course you can cut the pictures out and frame them because they're a standard size. A4 is easy to find frames for in the UK. I can't speak for other countries, but I find with Johanna's books or square books, I find it much harder to find a frame. So, and you've got the nice affirmation on there as well to look at, which, you know, is rather nice. I don't personally frame artwork, I like to keep it in the book, but I know some people do. Anyway, I shall stop talking. It was a short one because there weren't many pages, but it's just rather nice to show you. And I will put links in the description where you can buy the book from as well, so that if you like it, you can get yourself a copy. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and happy colouring.